All right, go ahead and start.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samantha, and my research is on the use of social media and how it affects teens. Um, like I said, this research paper will focus on how social media can lead to cyberbullying, mental health issues, and negative effects on teenagers' well-beings. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines social media as forms of electronic communication, such as websites for social networking and microblogging, through which users can create online communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content. Over the course of the years, social media has grown into an effective form of communication within society. An article written by Aaron Smith states social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter have rapidly become a central part of young people's lives, which cover 90% now using social media day and night. Unfortunately, the use of social media has also presented negative outcomes, especially among teenagers. Webster's dictionary also defines cyberbullying as the electronic posting of mean-spirited messages about a person, such as a student, often done anonymously. This research is important because it can assist with creating solutions to prevent the negative effects of the use of social media, and on how on the negative effects the use of social media can have on teenagers. Excuse me. Okay, so literature review. A study conducted by the Pew Research Center shows that teens spend majority of their time on social media accounts such as Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Originally created as a creative outlet for individuals to communicate with their family and friends, social media has unfortunately presented some negative results of its usage. Cyberbullying has become one of the harms that teenagers face when using these social media platforms. Using these accounts to send threatening messages to another individual is a form of cyberbullying. With the amount of time teenagers spend using social media, they are likely to have experienced some sort of cyberbullying. Social media has made it easier for some teenagers to become cruel with their actions and words. They are hiding behind their phones and computers, saying things that they would never say to another person's face. All right, so this table shows the results from a survey that was conducted by Jean Twang. I think I'm pronouncing that right. The results show adolescents in grades 8 through and national statistics on suicide death for those ages 13 and 18, adolescents, depressive symptoms, suicide-related outcomes, and suicide rates increased between 2010 and 2015, especially among females. Adolescents who spend more time on new media, including social media and electronic devices such as smartphones, were more likely to report mental health issues, and adolescents who spend more time on non-screen activities were less likely. Since 2010, adolescents have spent more time on the new media screen activities and less time on non-screen activities, which may account for the increases in depression and suicide. For the study purpose, the general research question, as previously stated, is what are some of the negative effects teenagers experience while using social media? And my three study aims are listed, which are understanding how the use of these accounts can lead to cyberbullying amongst teenagers between the ages of 13 and 19, analyzing how the use of these accounts can lead to mental health issues amongst teenagers between this age range, and then also examining how the use of these accounts can lead to negative effects on teenagers. The study will contribute to the literature by examining how these accounts such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat that we previously stated can lead to all of these study aims. So study design. The study design that this research will use is longitudinal. With the longitudinal study, it can monitor how the use of social media can affect teens over a period of time. It will also help to see their social growth, how they function within society, their mental state, educational achievements, etc. It is a good study to use to identify the cause and effect. And the study will take place at these two schools located in Southwest Philadelphia and West Philadelphia. Okay, so study design. The study design that this research will, oh, sorry, I read something wrong. Oh, so I basically said that. So inclusion will include male and female teenagers ages 13 and 19 who use social media via cell phone, computer, games, etc. Exclusions are males and females below or above, below the age of 13 and above the age of 19, and those who don't use social media. Okay. One second, let me go back. Okay, sorry, just trying to make sure I'm with my notes. To obtain quantitative data, this research study will conduct interviews and provide participants with questionnaires. Polls and surveys will also be used. As a result of this quantitative data collection, this research will also collect more information on the demographics of the target population, which social media platform they use. The research will also collect information on their sleeping pattern, confidence level, and also their knowledge of cyberbullying. To obtain qualitative data, this research study will conduct individual interviews and provide participants with open-ended surveys and questionnaires. As a result of this data collection, this research will collect more information on their demographic of the target population. It will also collect more information regarding their personal experience with cyberbullying. For the data analysis, this study will use central tendency and SPSS to analyze the data being collected. A null hypothesis will be created to test the results for statistical significance. Excuse me. A framework will be also developed to analyze the data by coding or indexing. This will help identify the patterns and connections in the data. Content, narrative, and discourse analysis will be used to analyze the interview responses and surveys. The statistical software that will be used also to analyze the data is NVivo. NVivo will help with coding, organizing the participants' responses to the individual interviews and open-ended questionnaires. Excuse me. So these are some of the strengths and weaknesses and limitations of the study. One second. As we see here, some of the strengths is relatively easy to analyze. Data collected can be consistent, detailed, and reliable. It is also cost efficient. Weakness is, some weakness may include poorly structured interview questions. Also, participants may respond with what they believe the researcher wants to hear. Participants may misinterpret the questions being asked. All of these limitations can be minimized by researchers properly structuring interview and survey questions so that there's no difficulties interpreting and understanding what is being asked. This research study is important because it provides an understanding of how social media can lead to our three aims, which is cyberbullying, mental health issues, and negative effects on teenagers' well-beings. The information gathered from this study can ultimately assist with developing ways to prevent them from occurring. And that's that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Let me stop recording.
Let me try to stop sharing.